Champion of Kirkwall. That was the reward. A fine title. Every noble at the keep owed the champion their lives. He wasn't just a hero. He was now the most important person in the city. Except for Knight Commander Meredith, of course. With the Viscount dead, she stepped in to keep order. Things quickly got out of hand. The more she squeezed the mages, the more they resisted. The more they resisted, the tighter she squeezed. After 3 years of that, it all came crashing down.
I know you fear us. Knight Commander Meredith uses that fear to take control of your city. She opposes every effort to replace Viscount Dumas. And you have seen the chaos of her reign. Will you allow it?
Return to your homes. This farce is over.
Wait! Perhaps there are some who might disagree with you, Knight Commander.
The champion has proven himself Kirkwall's greatest defender. I doubt that he favors sedition.
It would be better if you both calmed down before this gets violent.
I should remain calm while a mage provokes an uprising. I think not.
I think the champion's views would be appreciated. Or do you fear what he has to say?
Not at all. Do you agree with the First Enchanter's accusations, champion?
What are you trying to do here? Cause a rebellion?
The people of this city need to know what is really happening.
And then what? They tear down the gallows with pitchforks and torches? That would be better?
It cannot be worse. Your refusal to listen to reason leaves me no choice.
What I refuse to listen to are excuses. Perhaps you are ill-fit to your position if you cannot understand this.
You're hardly receptive to whatever gets in your way.
And I become less receptive each moment this nonsense continues.
Your measures have become more extreme over the last 3 years.
And you could do better? How well did you guard your own mother? Did she not die at a blood mage's hands?
You're right. We are hardly the only ones to bear that grief.
Precisely. As long as that's true, Kirkwall needs its Templars more than it needs a new ruler.
And when will that end? When will you stop seeing evil in every corner?
When it's no longer there.
The First Enchanter accused you of trying to take control of the city.
The city. I am trying to keep order until there is a ruler capable of succeeding where Dumas failed.
And if not, will the Templars rule Kirkwall forever?
We will not stand idle while the city burns around us.
The Templar Order exists to guard the Chantry and Circle. I suggest you let the nobility rule the city.
I do not need you or anyone to tell me what my duty is, mage.
If Kirkwall wants Meredith to step down, they'll tell her to.
Are you mad? They fear her. Everyone fears her.
Rogue mages are constantly threatening the city.
Exactly. Would you have us do nothing in response?
I would have you not paint us all with the same brush. Not all mages are waiting for the opportunity to wreak havoc.
You know as well as I that temptation preys on every mage, no matter how noble their intentions.
You push us into desperate acts, and then use that as justification to press even further.
The Templars are only making the problem worse.
I will not sacrifice the well-being of innocents for the sake of a few mages. I will not.
This is the wrong way to go about it, First Enchanter.
Justice shall be tempered by mercy.
That has never been your code. I will not submit to this.
My. Such a terrible commotion.
This mage incites rebellion, Your Grace. I am dealing with the matter.
Ah, Orsino. So frustrated. Do you think this is truly wise?
No, Your Grace.
Of course not. Young men, would you show the First Enchanter back to the Circle? Gently, if you please.
Your Grace! He should be clapped in irons, made an example of!
That's enough, Meredith. This demeans us all. Surely you can see that. Go back to the gallows and calm down, like a good girl. You have my thanks for stepping in, champion. If you had not...
You're the Grand Cleric. Aren't you in charge of the Templars and Circle?
Oh my. You have quite the estimation of my abilities. Gentle people of Kirkwall, return to your homes, I implore you. This will not be solved today. And now I must attend to the gallows. They will see reason if the Maker wills it. Thank you again, champion.
That elf should hang for daring to speak against the Knight Commander.
Those rogues are always trying to change our minds. They shouldn't be allowed to speak in
All
public.
quiet around here, Captain.
Good. Carry on.
We're not safe while mages walk the streets.
I understand you're named after a famous knight.
Everyone always brings up the name.
I've not heard of Sir Aveline. Is she very famous?
Really? They don't tell of her glorious downfall into Winter?
Not to slaves.
Pardon me for saying so, but thank the Maker for that.
That dog. Well, maybe chew marks add character to the piece.
That ruckus has been going on for some time. Can you calm him down? Things have been very troubling these last few years, haven't they? I was thinking that it might soon be time for my boy and I to move on.
Back to the merchant's life, I suppose.
It's an honor to serve the champion of Kirkwall. Make no mistake. But I'm getting older. It's time to see the Sandal's future. I'll stay on until arrangements are made. I hope that's all right.
If you're worried about Sandal, I can help him out.
Oh, that's mighty kind of you, but it's unnecessary. My boy's been offered a position in Orlais. It seems the Empress herself found one of his enchantments and is intrigued. Can you imagine? Us in the Imperial Court. Hopefully this business with the Templars doesn't get worse before we go. I worry about you, Miss Eyre.
One day I'll see Papa again.
Easy, boy. What is it? All right. Let's see.
Please don't open the door.
You've caught a burglar. Good boy.
My legs are cramping. Please, just let me go.
You expect me to just let you walk out of here?
Please, sirrah. I was seduced by a crime at a very young age, but your guard monster has scared me towards a path of honest work.
Begone, and don't do it again.
Thank you, champion, for sparing my miserable life. From here on, I swear. Right then. Bye.
The only thing Meryl's moved in. Maybe she doesn't feel that this is her home yet. Arana's a patient music teacher, but Meryl should really just stick to magic. Poor Prince. I told him to stay off the bed. Everything that's left of my life in Lothering. I can't bring myself to change anything about Mother's room.
Hightown is such a strange place. It feels like it's miles away from everywhere else. Alienage, Sundermount, Ferelden, those could be from a dream. Oh, Marvinan, I didn't see you there. I'm going to visit the Alienage. Do you want anything from Lowtown?
Are you close to many of the people in the alienage?
No, not really. I think most of them don't even know my name. I'm stopping by my house for a bit, that's all. I've left some things undone there. I'll be back later.
Whatever you're doing, watch yourself, Meryl.
I will. Thank you, Marvinan. Back before dark, I promise.
This statue. Wait, where did I get this statue? Another invitation requesting the presence of the champion. How many noble parties are there each week? Another invitation requesting the presence of the champion. How many noble parties are there each week? Fenris's reading has improved. I should pick out a new book for him to work on. A gift from Aveline. She certainly knows her spirit. A gift from Aveline. She certainly knows her spirit.
Are you certain it's her?
An elf matching your description on the ship you named. And alone, as far as I could tell.
I need to know if it's a trap.
I did as you asked, Fenris. Now it's up to you. You talk to him, Hawk. I've had my fill for today.
Then heed us, first of us.
Maybe I can help, Fenris.
It's my sister. I didn't tell you, but I followed up on Hadriana's information. Everything she said was true. I had to keep it quiet, but I eventually contacted Verania and sent her coin enough to come meet me. And now she's here.
She was in Carinus after all.
My sister left Magister Ahriman's service, and I found her in Minrathous. That made things more difficult. But according to the men I paid, it's just as Hadriana said. She's not a slave. She's a tailor, in fact. Getting a letter to her was difficult, and she didn't believe me at first. But she's finally come.
You're worried Daenerys knows?
The more it seems he doesn't know, the more certain I become he does. Come with me, Hawk. I need you there when I meet her.
Where is she?
If we go to the Hanged Man during the day, she'll be there, for the next week at least. It would mean a lot to me. That's all I ask. Yes, my friend?
Make a watch over you.
How much longer do I have to wait?
Hello again, champion.
Done. Set.
Guardsmen, duties for the week will be...
Lowtown canvas. 5 on, 3 off.
City perimeter by 2s. Clear by 2nd watch.
Training recruits full metal by week's end.
Anything else, Captain?
No. Thank you. Donicus. A good man. I'm sorry, was there something you wanted?
Kirkwall seems to have rallied around you.
I try to keep order, and people appreciate that. Everything else is gain. A few complaints here and there, but for the most part, I think everyone's just glad the Guard has been stable for a few years.
Your men could give the Templars a run for their sovereigns.
They've had to. As long as there's no Viscount, the Order thinks they can bark at any man in uniform. I won't have it. The people of Kirkwall need to see themselves in their Guard. Lose that connection, we're just targets.
You never said how your 3 weeks in Orlais went.
You're right. I didn't. Anything else?
Just checking in. Need anything?
Yes, there's something. Come back soon. I'll get into it then.
I'll see you later.
Of course, Hawk.
How much longer do I have to wait?
Well, look who it is. You. The you. If you don't mind, I could do with a significant reduction in the amount of attention this office receives. A visit from the Champion is something of the opposite.
Everyone else seems to want me on their side.
I am not everyone else. I am the Seneschal. A position that does not traditionally endure sans Viscount. Now I'm trapped under Templar scrutiny, waiting for them to note how easily I might be replaced.
And it isn't going well?
It is not going well.
Since when are city leaders appointed by the Knight Commander?
Meredith would not openly declare a preference. The rule of Kirkwall is deliberately separate from the Chantry's will. But the Order embodies security in Kirkwall, and they want the new Viscount to be more accepting of oversight. Anyone who wants to rule Kirkwall needs support from the Templars. That is the new truth of this city.
What happens if they don't like the choice?
Do you know how Viscount Dumas' predecessor, Perrin Threnhold, left office? He was a tyrant, certainly. But his rule was not ended until he actively sought to expel the Templars. The good of all is inexorably tied to what is good for the Templars.
I can apply influence in many ways, you know.
Do the words political maelstrom mean anything to you? The Templars are particularly sensitive about destabilizing elements, especially after what happened to Dumas.
The Arashok killed the Viscount, but he's no longer a problem.
There are older hatreds that the Templars feel deserve more central focus. Sometimes I wonder if we're at war with ourselves.
There is no one to carry the last Viscount's line.
You presided over Seamus's death. That was the sad end of the Dumas. When a line is judged unfit or ends, we appoint from Kirkwall's elite. Or we would, if the situation was normal. But it is not.
Who nominates a new Viscount?
A consensus of the nobility, normally, and a willing nominee. Both are lacking, and I can't fault it. These are difficult times.
Could I nominate someone? Or do it myself?
Anyone who thinks to take this office needs more than popular support. They need particular support. You are many things, champion, but not this. Not yet, anyway.
I'll leave you to it. But I'm easy to find if you need me.
Good. Thank you. My door is always closed. That's all I need. The champion.
Come on, Daisy. You shouldn't be stuck in this rat trap. Does Hawk even know you're here?
I don't have to ask permission to come to my own house, Varric.
Just take a walk around the Lowtown Market. Get some air, and I'll stop bothering you.
I know you mean well, but I have too much to do right now.
I'll let you talk some sense into her, Hawk.
Varric is very sweet. Frequently infuriating and a terrible busybody, but sweet. I probably should have told Bodan where I was going. I hope I didn't worry you.
What brought you back down here?
I'm still trying to make it work. The mirror, I mean. I'm so close. In the market the other day, out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw Tamlin. I blinked, and he was gone. I don't know what it meant. Maybe nothing. Maybe I'm going mad. I miss them all. Even the Keeper.
I'm sure the Keeper would like to see you again.
I'm sure she would. She loves to lecture. I bet her new first appreciates that. I wish I could have seen it. It doesn't matter. I'm here now. Maybe Varric was right. Shall we go out for a bit? I could use some sunshine. Hell gone on. 6 years in this place and I still can't fix the holes in the roof.
You're too quiet, Varric.
I'm thinking of switching to romances. Nothing? Not even a foreboding frown?
I am content. Write what you will.
Well, that certainly takes the fun out of it. Contentment in the barracks? We'll pay to hear that shit.
And I should have thought of it years ago.
Leave that alone. There are things in my life that don't actually involve you, you know. Stay out of my business, boy.
That note mentioned the Gem of Kerashek. What's that?
It's nothing. Never mind.
If you're worried about who sent the note, I can go in your place.
Did I ask for that? I don't know who sent it, and I don't want to. I lost everything chasing that gem. Our fortune, our home. Even Mara.
Who's Mara?
She's... none of your concern. That's who she is. Why don't you head back to your fancy house in Hightown and stay out of my damn business? So, you've done well for yourself. I had my doubts the first time I saw you, but I guess there was something to that hawk fellow Leandra ran off with after all. You made a pretty good son, anyway. Your mother would be proud.
I just wished Mother had lived to see me become champion.
I know Leandra, and she'd be absolutely glowing from all the praise that's been heaped on you. I don't say this often, but with Bethany locked in the gallows, you're the only real family I have left. For a long time, I thought the Amel line in Kirkwall would end at me. I'm glad you've pulled it out of the grave. Single-handedly saved the city from the heathens, huh? The Viscount should have paid me a finder's fee.
Aveline, what's in your mirror?
What do you mean?
In your mirror, what do you see?
A warrior? A wife? All the mistakes I made to get here and make it right. Why? What have you decided to see?
Sometimes it's hard to tell. Cracks, mostly. Maybe I'll borrow yours sometime, if that's all right.
It's all right.
She sees enemies everywhere these days.
Nonsense. Meredith's the best thing that's ever happened to this city. She keeps us safe.
If you think that was bad, I should tell you about the Black Marsh.
See, when you say things like that, Blondie, it just makes me glad I didn't know you sooner. Who goes to a place named Black Marsh on purpose? Now, they called it Beer Marsh. No, still doesn't work.
You've got a point. The marsh part does cancel out anything else. Flower Marsh, Kitten Marsh. No, no good. Ah, you've got company. I'll see you later.
Fuck. What can I do for you?
What was Anders here for?
Only place in Kirkwall he can get a decent drink. Blondie comes by here and I put him on my tab. He's got some stories about his days in Ferelden that sound implausible, even to me. He's not bad for a mage. Crazy, but that's most everyone in this city.
I'm not here on business. Just dropping by.
Drinking is business, champion. You know that.
So, What's the word in Lowtown, Varric?
Nothing you don't know already. The Viscount's departure, a vacuum of power, troubles brewing. Get rid of one thread and another appears. I'm starting to think this city's in love with Crisis. Hope you're ready for it, my friend. I'm keeping Bianca close. My palatial suite in the Hanged Man is your palatial suite, Hawk. Make yourself at home.
Do you think there's time for Varric to tell us a story while we're here? Aveline, you look after Hawk, won't you?
Of course I will. What kind of a question is that?
And sometimes Isabella gets into awful trouble. You'll watch out for her too.
Meryl, what brought this on?
Anything could happen. You'll protect them, though. It's what you do.
There's nothing to worry about, Meryl.
How have you been?
You don't have to keep checking up on me. I'm fine.
Why do you keep coming here? You're better than this.
I'm comfortable here, all right? Remember what you said after the mess with the Kunari.
I'm proud of you for doing the right thing.
It may have been the right thing, but it was also the dumb thing. The relic was mine. I should have kept running.
I couldn't have saved Kirkwall without you.
Bullshit. You could have stormed the keep and slaughtered all those Kunari if you had to. You and Aveline. I mean, look at her. She's a woman-shaped battering ram. The fact is, you and I have nothing in common anymore. You're a champion, and I'm just a lying, thieving snake.
Whatever you think you are, I still care about you. It must have been hard to give up the relic, and I appreciate it. Whatever comes, you have my support.
Well, perhaps it's time to stop hiding. And I do miss the trouble we used to get into. Tell you what, I'll be here if you need me. I'm bored of this. We should do something fun.
King Alistair sent a ship to bring many of us home, if we want to go. I wonder. Is there a story behind Bianca?
There's a story behind everything, Daisy.
So tell me.
I can't.
Why not?
There was a girl, and I made a promise. Bianca is the only story I can never tell.
You can't say that. Now I want to know even more.
That was the idea, Daisy.
You think I don't know the City Guard is just another arm of the Templars?
That is completely unfair.
If they show up here, I'll know who to blame. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to see that. I just can't be too careful, now that the Knight Commander has basically appointed herself Viscount.
I can't even imagine how difficult it is to be a mage here now.
It's easy for most of them. They're long since tranquil. The Mage Underground is all but destroyed, and those left have turned to blood magic as their only option, which Meredith knows will prevent any chance of the public taking their side.
There's still one good mage left in the city.
I don't know how you continue to believe in me. How can people be so blind? The Blight was stopped only with the aid of 2 mages, one an apostate. But it makes no difference. The Chantry set us on this path long ago. It would take something truly catastrophic to change people's thinking now.
You should have this back.
Twine? When did I loan you a ball of twine?
You gave it to me when I first moved here, when I kept getting lost in Lowtown. It drove the merchants in the market completely batty, but it did help me find my way.
Keep it, Daisy.
I don't think I'll be getting lost again anytime soon.
Well, you never know. Might need to tie a package up, hang a lantern, dress a roast chicken. It's multi-purpose.
Greetings, champion.
Sister Glinda.
May the Maker
I want
smile upon you.
Jatia is my only child, and she's not getting any prettier.
You must be patient, my dear. I'm sure Jatia has a wonderful personality.
What man cares about personality?
Greetings, champion. May the Maker smile upon you.
May the Maker's gaze be upon you.
The first enchanter overstepped his bounds.
He was provoked.
The people want to know which side you favor. It weakens you.
Strength will not win this fight, Sebastian. If the Maker is merciful, he will help them find peace. We can only be waiting when they do.
Do you never intend to give a public answer, Your Grace?
What have I been asked?
About the mages. You could calm this fire if you stepped forward.
The Chantry's teachings are clear. Those who turn against them would not listen more to me than to Andraste.
Then you do favor the Templars, Your Grace?
I favor peace, which is not the goal of either side, I'm afraid.
That is more apparent every day.
I did not expect things to deteriorate so fast. I thought after the Canary, no one would wish for more violence. It has drawn more attention than I would like. Sebastian, if I can ask...
Anything, Your Grace.
And the champion, too, if you will?
I am your humble servant.
You honor me. The Divine is concerned about the situation here. She does not want to see the Free Marches become another Imperium. She has sent an agent to assess the danger. Meet with her, please. Tell her drastic measures won't be required.
I don't want to see the Divine's armies march against Kirkwall.
Could we keep the Exalted marching to a minimum? I keep all my stuff in Kirkwall.
Surely the Divine wouldn't treat the whole city as enemies.
She is concerned. It is never wise to draw the concern of the powerful.
She is the voice of Andraste. She cannot turn the might of the Chantry against the innocent due to proximity.
Were no innocents harmed in the exalted marches? She will do her best, Sebastian. But she must act first to protect the faith.
What can you tell me about this servant of the Divine?
I was not told her real name. Only to call her Sister Nightingale. She is said to be the Divine's left hand, sent to do work that might blacken the Divine's name.
What argument would convince her?
The Divine has heard my protests already. I must trust your own powers of persuasion now.
This cannot wait.
Thank you. We cannot allow this ridiculous mage rebellion to turn into holy war.
The agent, Sister Nightingale, will be waiting in the Viscount's throne room tonight. She wishes to remain unseen. The room has been sealed since the Canary incident. It may be difficult to get in without attracting attention.
Greetings, champion. May the Maker smile upon you.
Why are you still here, Varric?
Starkhaven's too pretentious for me, and Cumberland's too boring.
You always say you hate commitment, but here you are, 6 years later, still at Hawk's side.
Dabbling. I thought you'd have noticed by now. I lie a lot.
You want daggers? Got them too.
I know you spoke for Meredith in the square. Do you truly think Kirkwall benefits from her command?
The mages have spies in our order, I tell you. You can't trust anyone.
I wouldn't advise talking with me, Sarah.
The Knight Commander needs vigilance and obedience in these trying times.
I am fortunate to be tranquil. So many mages are plagued by unrest.
Champion, I'm sure you know how much it meant to the Knight Commander for you to take her side against Orsino. But surely you can see the Knight Commander directly now, should you wish. What would you have of me?
Everyone says the Knight Commander's gone crazy. Are you still behind her?
The people ask too much of her. She needs a spine of iron to survive her position. I have seen madness before. I saw Uldred's eyes when there was nothing human left in them. The Knight Commander. She is not there yet. But I do not have to ask where the rumors come from.
If it comes to war with the mages, whose side do you think the Grand Cleric will take?
She is bound by faith and duty to support the Templars. We have dominance over mages by divine right. But it is cruel how she leads them on. letting them think they might have a chance at rebellion.
I just wanted to see how an old friend is doing in this difficult time.
After what happened in Ferelden, I told myself I would never again question the purpose of the Order. But it grows harder each day to tell whether I'm serving the Templars or only the Knight Commander. It may be that they are no longer one and the same.
Welcome back, my friend. My store has never been better stocked, thanks to you. Although I have nothing else to ask you to find, you're quite welcome to bring back any rare specimens you may come across. I'd be more than happy to craft something just for you. It's the least I can do for the champion of Kirkwall. So good to see you,
Clearly,
champion.
this enchantment was performed by one less studious.
If you have any questions, talk to Knight Captain Cullen.
This is a difficult time for Kirkwall. Done.
The Knight Commander wishes to speak to you.
If you have any questions, talk to Knight Captain.
How are you at finales, Varric?
I'm expecting some practical experience fairly soon.
Make it a good one, will you?
For you, madam, endless sunsets and roses.
Vareg.
And the swift hand of the law sweeping all aside. I thought it went unsaid.
I heard about the business in the square.
What's all this?
I hope there's no trouble from it. Now that you're the champion of Kirkwall, seems everyone wants something, don't they? Ah. Mistress Amel would have been very proud.
You know, I'm starting to think Sandal is watching me. I'd like to speak with you about our sleeping arrangements. Do you think he could use another bed?
Does he take up too much space at the foot of the bed?
Well, it's just that he snores, and sometimes he stinks like a bog. Oh, don't be sad. I still like you very much. Perhaps you could sleep with Sandal.
Enchantment!
You know, I'm starting to think Sandal is watching me.
Is everything all right?
Guess what? Castillon's in town, and I'm not waiting around for him to stick a knife in my vitals. We're going to get him before he gets me.
Could Castillon be in Kirkwall for other reasons?
Maybe, but that doesn't change anything. Better safe than sorry. Unfortunately, Castillon's holed up somewhere in Kirkwall. I haven't been able to find him. I do know where Velasco is, however. That's his right hand. We just have to make him tell us where Castillon is. Somehow.
So, you're saying you don't have a plan?
I have something of a plan. Step 1, we go to Velasco. Step 2, something exciting happens. Step 3, profit. Well, do you have a better idea?
Couldn't we just ask Velasco where Castillon is? Nicely.
He's not going to reveal anything willingly. I can't risk him getting suspicious and alerting Castillon.
We could hit him till he talks.
You'll just end up killing him.
If we kill him and search his body, we might find something.
Or we could find nothing and get nowhere.
Castillon wants you. Why not let Velasco bring you to him?
And you follow me. Ooh, that's clever. I was going to suggest challenging Velasco to a riddle game and making Where's Your Boss one of the riddles. This is so much better.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Velasco's been spending his nights at the brothel, enjoying its many splendors. That's where we'll find him.
Is that Isabella? Who carved that into a stairwell? Meredith's Illumi. Who sent this?
Another invitation requesting the presence of the champion. How many noble parties are there each week? Best keep Isabella's books on the top shelf. Don't want to scar Sandal. A gift from Aveline. She certainly knows her spirit.
hope all is well, Master.
I should get some curtains. Never thought I'd have my own family crest. I could have left the amulet in there and forgotten all about it. What would the witch have done then? I wonder how much coin I'd make selling my memoirs. Oh, I think I'll let Sandal empty that.